Well, first of all, I think this is always it happens. Normally election that is very tightly contested, you expect that somehow the opposition is obviously not necessarily going to immediately accept the result. But I think there are very few options here in terms of how, if this is going to be reversed anyway, because obviously this has been certified. And as you saw, the president had been sworn in immediately, which has been happening over the past couple of cycle of elections. But so I think the main thing here is to get the country together, is to bring people back together, because the country normally gets very divided when elections like these happen. In part.
Right. A lot of people, though, have a lot of concerns about how quickly he was sworn in right after the Electoral Commission announced his win. What do you make of that?
Well, if you're in Sierra Leone, you wouldn't be necessarily very surprised, because the first time he was elected, he was also very quickly sworn in. Now, again, it really gets a little bit of surprising in the sense that there should be some kind of time where normally people come on and accept the election or address some whatever the grievances are, maybe from the losing side, or in this case, the party that didn't win. But Sierra Leone is one of those countries that doesn't necessarily have the kind of system in place that allows for some kind of when there's a gap in governance. So what you see here is they quickly go back and huddle around, bring people, the bishop, the chief justice, bring them quickly in the room, summarily, and then swear in the president. And that's what we saw there immediately. By the time the elections, everybody knew what the results were. You definitely, President Bio was sworn in for the second time.
Right.
But I think this is something.
Let's go to one more question because of time here. His first term was characterized by a lot of discontent from Sierra Leoneans, complaining about how they're experiencing economic hardships. How can he fix this?
Well, they have to. First of all, Sierra Leone has gone through a lot. There's been a contraction in terms of the economy. The bread and butter issues as this government actually initially campaigned has not been very much favorable to the people. The price of a bag of rice, I think, is 600,000 leones, which has significantly increased. And I think the president has to really come back to the table now and to address these issues. Because if you can't feed the people, regardless of how you are trying to address other things, such as free quality education, which is a great thing, but obviously the bread and butter issues are very important. And I think the president has to focus on that. And secondly, to address issues around job. There's a huge unemployment among young people on both sides of the aisle. People are unemployed, and which is why, as you see, elections become very, 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 very contested, because there's this assumption of a winner take all. So I think the president has to come back on the table and really address issues around job, issues around bread and butter issues, food on the table, and security in the country,
as well as shape his legacy. This is his last term. Steven Nabieu Rogers, a political analyst from Sierra Leone, joining us there.